I'm back! Today is another opportunity for you to gain new knowledge. Watch, learn, enjoy! Welcome to... In my previous video, I discussed with you on how you can write a persuasive essay effectively. Now this time, I want to know if it still remembers some of the important details in that lesson. Let's review.
What is a part of an essay that summarizes everything that was discussed in the text? The answer is conclusion. What is a piece of writing that tackles a single subject? The answer is essay. What type of essay has the purpose of convincing your readers to believe your idea or opinion? The answer is persuasive essay.
That was great! I'm glad that you've learned something from our previous lesson. I guess you're ready to learn some more.
Now, for our class objectives. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to 1. Enhance vocabulary by getting meaning through context clues. 2. Identify the types of context clues. 3. Determine the meaning of an unfamiliar word with the help of context clues.
I want you to look at these words. Eccentric and murky. Do you know what they mean? Some of you may or may not know the meaning of these words, except if you look for it in the dictionary. According to www.readingrockets.com, vocabulary plays a fundamental role in the reading process and is critical to reading comprehension. Readers cannot understand what they are reading without knowing what most of the words mean. Remember the words that I've shown you earlier? Let's try to use them in sentences to see if you can guess the meaning of the words.
Now let's have the first one. Our baseball team's pitcher has a few eccentric habits, such as throwing exactly 13 warm-up pitches and never wearing socks. What do you think the word eccentric means? A. Normal. B. Strange. C. Messy. The correct answer is B. Strange. What made you say that eccentric means strange? It is because of the habits of the pitcher, which are throwing exactly 13 warm-up pitches and never wearing of socks. After the heavy rains, the stream became murky that you couldn't see the bottom. What does murky mean? A. Cloudy. B. Bottomless. C. Clear. The correct answer is A. Cloudy. As a result of the heavy rains, you couldn't see the bottom of the stream because it has become cloudy or not clear.
I guess it was easier for you to understand the meaning of the unfamiliar words when they were used in sentences. There are words or group of words that help you define them. These are what you call context clues. Context clues are hints found within the sentence, paragraph, or passage that a reader can use to understand the meaning of new or unfamiliar words. It is also a practical way of building your vocabulary without the help of the dictionary. Now, let's discuss the types of context clues. The first one is definition. The author provides a direct definition of an unknown word in the sentence.
It uses signal words like is, are called, is defined as, means, and refers to. Here are some examples. Martha is a curator, a person who is responsible for looking after a museum's collection. In this sentence, the unfamiliar word is curator. We can determine the meaning of the word with the help of the context clues present in the sentence. In this case, the definition of the word is already mentioned, which is a person who is responsible for looking after a museum's collection. Let's have another example. He knew his future was precarious and likely to fall apart. The unknown word is precarious. You can understand the meaning of the word through its definition, likely to fall apart, which is already part of the sentence.
Synonym or restatement. The author uses a word having the same or nearly the same meaning as another word or other words in sentences.
The signals are commas, semicolon, dashes, parentheses, or words or, that is, or in other words. For our example, Bill felt remorse or shame for his harsh words. In this sentence, the difficult word is remorse. Can you guess the synonym of this word in the sentence? Correct. It is the word shame that was introduced by the signal word are. Here is another one. My best friend squandered all his money. His drinking and gambling wasted all his earnings. Now, in this sentence, the unknown word is squandered. To understand its meaning, we should look for a clue or a word that has the same meaning with the unknown word. What do you think it is? Yes, you are right. It is the word wasted. So when we say squander, it means that money or anything is being wasted recklessly.
Antonym or contrast. The author uses another word or phrase that means the opposite of an unfamiliar word.
The signal words are but, however, although, otherwise, unless, instead of, on the contrary, on the other hand, while, and unlike. For our example, this painting of the landscape is picturesque, while the old house is just plain ugly. This time, for us to get the meaning of the word picturesque, we should find a word that is opposite with its meaning. With the help of the signal word while, we can say that the word ugly is the antonym of the unfamiliar word. Therefore, the picturesque means attractive, pretty, or beautiful. Another one is, Luis is hardworking. On the contrary, his indolent brother spends most of his time watching TV or sitting around with friends. In this statement, the word indolent is the unfamiliar word. Do we have a word that signals the antonym of the unfamiliar word? Yes, there is. We have the signal word on the contrary, which leads us to the word hardworking. Then indolent simply means lazy.
Examples or explanation. The author provides examples or additional explanations or summaries to help you understand the meaning of an unfamiliar word.
The signal words are, for example, For instance, including, such as, specifically, and to illustrate. Here are our examples. Celestial bodies, such as the moon, sun, and stars, are governed by predictable laws. In this type of context clue, we are given examples to help us understand the meaning of a difficult word. What are the examples given in our sentence? They are the sun, moon, and the stars that tell us the meaning of celestial, which is relating to the sky or outer space. Another one is, Paula was suspended from school because of several infractions of the rules, including smoking in the bathroom and dressing improperly. In this sentence, the unfamiliar word is infraction. What do you think would help us arrive at the meaning of the word? Yes, that's right. We have the signal word including followed by the samples of infractions which are smoking in the bathroom and dressing improperly. Therefore, infraction means a violation of a law or agreement.
Cause and effect. The meaning of an unknown word depends on the cause and effect relationship with other words in the text.
The signal words are as a result, accordingly, because, since, consequently, for this reason, hence, and if then. Let me give you some examples. Because the conflagration was aided by wind, it was so destructive that every building in the area was completely burned to the ground. With the cause and effect type of context clue, the hint could be in the cause or in the effect. In this sentence, we need to guess the meaning of the word conflagration, which is the cause. What was the effect? Every building in the area was completely burned to the ground. So, conflagration means fire. Since no one came to the first meeting, attendance for the second one is mandatory for all staff. In this sentence, the unfamiliar word is mandatory. The word is part of the effect clause. What led to this effect? No one came to the meeting. So, to make all the staff attend the meeting, they made the attendance mandatory, which means required or compulsory.
Inference or general context. The meaning of an unfamiliar word can be inferred from the description of a situation. The author provides non-specific clues often spread over the sentence or in sentences.
Inference means a conclusion reached on basis of evidence and reasoning, so we can guess the meaning of a difficult word based on evidences present in the sentence. In our example, Katie's belligerence surprised everyone. She threw her book across the room, glared at Chris, and then pushed him to the floor. How can we infer the meaning of the word belligerence? In this sentence, what surprised everyone? It was Katie's actions. So based on her actions, we can conclude that belligerence means aggressive or warlike behavior. Here is the next one. No one ever believes that particular newspaper because it is famous for printing canards. Why wouldn't anyone believe a particular newspaper when a newspaper is a source of information? The answer leads us to the meaning of the word canards, which is an unfounded rumor or story. The newspaper publishes false stories so no one reads it. Now, let's do the drill. Try to guess the meaning of the underlined word by choosing your answer. Identify the clues that help you determine your answer. Number 1. His animosity or hatred of his sister divided the family. What does animosity mean? A. Hate, B. Love, C. Jealousy. The answer is A. Hate. We have the synonym hatred preceded by the signal word or. Number 2. It is difficult to imagine a surfeit of talent in one individual. Yet, Leonard Bernstein simply does not have the time to make the complete use of his talent as conductor, performer, writer, and lecturer. What does surfeit means? A. Lack, B. Excess, C. Variety. The answer is B. Excess. The clues are the examples of his talents as a conductor, performer, writer, and lecturer. Number 3. Diane was lethargic. She didn't have the energy to get out of bed. What does lethargic mean? A. Unhappy, B. Sick, C. Sleepy.
The answer is C. Sleepy. What gives us the hint is that she didn't have the energy to get out of bed.
Number 4. There is a large demand all over the United States for plants indigenous to the desert. Many people in Arizona have made a good business of growing and selling cacti and other local plants. What does indigenous mean? A. Native, B. Necessary, C. Foreign. The answer is A. Native. The sentence contains clues like cacti, which is an example of a desert plant, and the synonym local. Number 5. The applicant's background was impeccable. Good references and many years of experience, but the company didn't hire her. What does impeccable mean? A. Perfect, B. Faulty, C. Sinful. The answer is A. Perfect. We have the clues, good references, and many years of experience.
Wow, that was amazing. You understood the lesson really well. That will be all for now. But remember, learning doesn't stop. Read more, learn more. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you again in